Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome back or welcome to The Hawk. And my name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my videos or all my live feeds, simply take what resonates, and we're welcome to leave the rest right here. Good morning and happy Friday. I am so grateful it is a weekend, and it is a long weekend. And I can't tell you how excited I am to have some downtime. I plan on hitting the forest. I plan on really honoring myself this weekend. I plan on spending some time with friends and family. And I hope that all of you get some time to enjoy what brings you joy. I am doing an Ask the Medium session this morning. I will just talk very briefly about the energy that I did channel this morning. This whole peaceful energy has been dominant this week with protecting your peace, and we've talked about that a couple of times already this week. I know, but it's still quite dominant with spirit. They do keep talking about that and pushing that forward with that peaceful energy, with enjoying that, with enjoying the time that we do have and bringing ourselves to that joyful state. Kayla, you look beautiful. I love your hair in a bun. Thanks. It's very humid here this morning, so I was looking at my mop top as I got out of the shower, and it was like, oh man, I think it's a good morning to put the hair up. How am I? Says Elizabeth. I am doing really well. I've been really practicing this whole joy and peace and protecting my peace, and I'll tell you, it's been absolutely delicious to turn that vibration up. And speaking of turning that vibration up, that's another thing that spirit brought forward to me this morning in my meditation was turning up the volume with what resonates with you, turning up the volume with what brings you joy, what makes you happy, what brings you to that peaceful spot. I literally had that dial show up for me to turn up the volume, pump up the jam, kind of feeling. And I know it's Friday, and I post a Friday funny on my Facebook socials every Friday. But the vibration of humor, spirit was quite funny this morning in meditation with push, turn up the volume, pump up the jam, and I loved it. I loved it so much. With sometimes we don't necessarily turn things up, turn the volume up on what resonates with us, what brings us to that happy space. So that is, the short version, the most important piece of my meditation this morning. And I'm going to insert that into my practice. I am going to turn up the jam this weekend. I am really going to push that fun, push that joy, push that protect my peace. I am going to dive into that at a very loud level. All right, let's jump into the questions this morning because I really want to give to you all as much as I can. I've got about 30 minutes, so before I have to go to work. So let's see where we are. Good to see so many of you coming. Looking good. I love your hair. Maybe I should put my hair up in a messy bun more often. It was like the easy way out. I took the easy way out with my hair, and look at that. And sometimes simple does that, doesn't it? Sometimes simple and simplicity is the way to go with no muss, no fuss. It was literally the easiest hair morning I've had in a long time. Let's see where we are here. Wes, any tech issues this morning? No, and I did nothing different to the camera. Boom, it worked. I don't know. Spirit must have been messing with me. Every now and again, Spirit will test my trust level as well. I've talked about that before. How much do you trust? And Spirit does challenge me a lot on that. Camilla, Lana, do my spirit guys have something to say to me, and who's with me lately? Camilla, I really tap into this whole ancestor connection here, and I'm not even I don't even feel it's an ancestor that you know, because I feel like it's quite far behind, like like several generations back. And I need to remind you of the strength that is behind you, the strength that comes from your ancestors, from their own learning, from things that they learned and kind of had to process on their own journey. That is within you as well. Their experiences, their strength, and I feel like they're coming in closer to say, pick up that strength, pick up the learning that we've learned. And also with this whole shift, and we do, overall, do things better than the generations behind us. We're here to learn and here to grow. And they're really saying to lean into that, to lean into being proud of where you are, lean in proud of where you've been, lean in proud of where you're going, and to know that you're supported in that. Camilla, I hope that resonates there with you. And I keep hearing, I don't know if it's been in the back of your mind to look into into deeper into your ancestry, or if you had questions about, previous ancestors. But I really feel that really loud and surrounding you. So just kind of remember that I said it, Camilla. Mandy Greenhill, good morning. I was guided to be here this morning, so I'm listening. Mandy, as soon as I seen your name on the screen, I started hearing the applause from the spirit dimensions, and with support and with cheering you on. And I know sometimes we don't get a lot of, not always, but sometimes we don't get the support in the physical world that we need. You are definitely getting it from them up there, and they're very clear on that. So I don't know if there's been part of you that wishes your people here were more supportive, but they are like, we're supporting you, and you've got support. And I really like that topic, how spirit's wording that, because it's true. Sometimes we don't get the support that we feel we need here, whether it be from friends or from family. We often sometimes we don't feel that, right? It's, we're trying to navigate through our stuff, and we may be lacking that support from physical. The non-physical is very much supportive and very much holding you and very much cheering for you, Mandy. And that goes for all of us. That it's huge when it comes to the spirit dimensions. They are always supporting us, even when we don't feel supported. So, Mandy, that's coming in very strong for you. So lean into that a little bit. Um, Let's see where we go here. Nisa likes my shirt. Thank you, Nisa. It's one of my favorite shirts. I do wear it often. Do you guys have like your favorite shirts, or favorite article of clothing that you like want to wear once or twice a week? This is mine. So yeah. And it's the ease of the shirt that kind of resonates with me. Melissa would love any messages from my dad. Let me just have a little wee sip of my coffee here, Melissa, and I'm going to tap into your dad for you. Melissa, when I lean into your dad, he's very much with this. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is going to be okay. He's repeating that over and over, and he's picking up the pace with everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right, and everything is always going to be okay and always going to be all right. And he's also serving you up new beginnings, fresh starts, new ways of thinking. It's like he's pushing you into something new, and I feel like that is going to get louder and stronger. So just kind of remember that I said it. I feel like they're like new pathways, new fresh starts, new things coming into your path. And I also see a lot of rainbows. So, and I feel like that rainbow is very significant to the storms clearing, to things, that clearing space. I feel like there's a lot of clearing around you, and that can also be energy, things that you're ready to let go of, things that you're moving forward from. And he just keeps doing this with eye on the sky for me, always looking up, always looking up. And I don't know if you've been looking down on yourself or looking down, but he's like, no, eye on the sky, head up is really what he's doing. He also wants you to know that he's always around you. Even when you don't feel him, he's always around you. Hope that helps there. Horizon Phoenix, the spirits have any last minute tips before our trip to Florida in 2 weeks? When I lean into that trip, I need to remind you to take moments throughout that trip to really feel the energy and really feel the relaxation and really tap into recharging. It's recharge. I keep seeing like a plug and a USB cord. I feel like I've got to get you to plug into a lot of the energy. Sometimes when we're on a trip, the energy can be very chaotic. It can be very, we can be overwhelmed. It can be, like we want to get so much done in a short time, which is fantastic. We do want to see as much as we can. But I also feel like I've got to say, okay, take a minute and just feel the energy. Feel that. Feel the rest. Feel the relaxation. Feel the energy around you. And I also feel the energy around you. It's also going to, and I just saw it in my spiritual awareness, a bat, and it connects to you, Horizon Phoenix. So I just want to look it up on what the meaning is of that. I don't know what it means off the top of my head here. Bat. Let go of those habits and attachments that no longer serve you, and welcome the changes that are long overdue. The ordeal you've been facing is a necessary part of your transformation and an initiation into much more spirituality directed at life. It's time to confront and conquer your fears, trusting that doing so will bring dramatic and beneficial changes. Mingle and socialize more with others, perhaps by joining online classes or group activities that you think you would enjoy. And that is definitely for you, Horizon Rise and Phoenix, because as I was talking to you, I literally saw a spirit bat go by. So perhaps while you're away in Florida, if there's anything, any attachments or any habits that you might want to like leave there, just literally do a little bit of a, I'll use the word ceremony. You can just write something down if you're going to be near the beach and just kind of visualize yourself blowing that and letting it go, or grabbing a seashell or a rock and visualize whatever it is you want to let go, leave it there on the beach. I really felt that there was something in that message there that I need, that connected to you, Rise and Phoenix. So I will leave that there with you. Pump up the jam. Gonna go 90s in my head all day. And that's okay. The 90s music is okay to have in your head today. Let's see where we need to go here. Elizabeth, any message from my spirit team? So when I tap into your spirit council, I feel the energy of a lot of transformation, and I get it. A lot of us kind of I'll use the word panic when there's change, or may struggle with change. What they're saying, Elizabeth, is that you've been doing very well with your navigating system through change, and every day is something new. Right? It doesn't have to be big changes. Every day is something new, and what they're saying is you're doing really well, and you need to honor that. You need to kind of feel into, you know what? Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I'm showing up every day. I'm growing, and I feel like the spiritual growth, even the tiny baby steps, they're saying that you need to acknowledge, and that is something that I think we all need to hear. We can, it's easy to acknowledge the leaps and bounds forward, but even the tiny steps matter. And I need to kind of say to you from them, they're showing me that even a snail's pace, and I can literally see a snail. Even a snail's pace is forward momentum. And I really feel that I've just got to continue with that allowing space a little bit every day, working on the power and now, a little bit every day with everything is always working out for me, a little bit every day of the forward momentum. The speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. That is what, and the council has come together to say that. And when council comes together to say that, it from a channeler's perspective, it's they're really pushing that message with honoring even the small steps. I hope that resonates there with you. Oh, you guys are so lovely. Thank you so much for the compliment. You look stunning with your hair up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, Matriarch astrology. Good morning, Lana. I'm the last in the last live, you told me to remind you about reflectors in human insight. I'm going to try and do something a little bit more when I have a little bit more time on that. I do appreciate you bringing that back up to me. It's a big topic with human design, and I don't feel like a few minutes is going to capture that enough. So I am working on my calendar for the summer. So maybe I'll be able to dedicate a whole hour to that topic, and have a delicious conversation about it. Kayla, does Spirit have any messages for me? Kayla, when I kind of tap into your energy, and even when I noticed you on the live in the beginning, that soft kindness that you've been putting out has been touching a lot of people. So I don't know if sometimes you wonder if you're making a difference with people, or it's almost like that inadvertent teaching role, like like you're kind of teaching people without realizing that you're teaching people. I need to say to you that your kindness and your gentleness has been spreading, and I can see it growing like a creeping Charlie. Like that I think creeping Charlie is like that grass that makes in your grass, like that. I don't want to use the word weed, but almost kind of like that creeping Charlie. It is spreading like a creeping Charlie to those that are around you, those that you impact. And I really, and I'm also curious, Kayla, does the name Charlie resonate with you? Because I keep hearing that creeping Charlie word, that phrase. I need you to just kind of feel that. They want you to kind of feel into that teaching role that you've been doing. You do teach people, and it's delicious, and it is making a difference. And I really felt that message within myself as well, because every now and again, we have that moment of, am I making a difference? Am I helping people enough? And Kayla, you have such an energy of helping people. You really want to do that. You really do a good job at that. And they're just saying it is spreading. That kindness is spreading. And sometimes, we do think, even myself, I'll think that, did I make a difference today? And, it can take, and I had this conversation with a mentoring student last night after a reading. One sentence shifted somebody's life in the most profound way during a practice session. One sentence, and we may not even know the impact of that sentence with somebody, can put them back better than how we found them. One little act of kindness can make the world of difference in somebody's journey, and we may not even realize that we've had that impact. And there's the creeping Charlie again. Kindness spreads that way. It kind of gets in there and kind of takes over. So you are doing a really good job at helping people, Kayla, and I think many of you are here. Um, Joy, the spirit know why I feel so empty. Joy, I feel and I'm going to use the word grief. I feel like there's been some grief, and grief doesn't necessarily connect to always the loss of a loved one. It can be the loss of old things, old patterns, relationship, old friends. And I feel like it was like a layer, and that's kind of like healing. And I feel like you're going through a lot of that healing space and that healing energy. And I feel the healing energy kind of navigating through that space. And I feel like it like a clearing. And as things clear away from us, it's like um and here's how they're showing it to me. You know when you take everything out of a cupboard? So when you're gonna clean your cupboards and you take everything out, and I can see all the stuff out of your cupboards, and you get to decide what's going back in the cupboard and what's not. I can see you putting new things back in. I can see like and not so much as dishes, but new connections, new people, new experiences, new ways of thinking. I see that going into your spiritual cupboard. And I literally see you opening up and taking a peek of on kind of like what to do and where to go. So I also feel like there's like a new direction space and a new space of kind of coming in. And when we have done a lot of letting go. So my question to you is, Joy, have you been kind of doing a lot of that spiritual work? Because I feel like you have. And I feel like when we clear space, clear things out, and we have that, oh, those feelings and those emotions, I've worked through them and they're not here. I feel like I've got to say it's time to start putting new things in your cupboard, in your spiritual awareness and new connections with people. And I also have to say to you, Joy, that you have done a really good job. And again, with the support from spirit, I hope that that resonates with you. um Shaz, can I please have a general reading? Shaz, I'll tap into, I can't give a general reading on the live, just because of the time, but I can tap into, Shaz, for you what you need to hear the most. And one thing that I feel like I need to tell you that you need to hear the most is our inner compass always knows the way. Oh, and sometimes the direction that we're going in is teaching us things. And it's not that you're going in in the wrong direction, because I feel like you're going in the right direction with the right lessons that are continuing to teach you. And I don't know if you've been struggling with trusting yourself, trusting the journey, trusting other people, trusting spirit. But I really feel like I've got to get you just to spend a little bit of time turning up the volume on trust, on trusting your intuition, trusting yourself. It's that free falling exercise that I've talked about before. You are going in the right path, and you're going in the right direction, and everything that you're doing and everything that you're learning is your purpose. So I don't know if you've been questioning your purpose, or if you've been questioning the direction, or perhaps a bit of everything. And I just see so many question marks in my awareness. So have you been questioning everything? Because I feel like I have to say to you, trust. Just trust the path. Just navigate with it. Hope that that resonates there. Katerina, hi, Lynn. I just found out that I'm pregnant. Ooh, congratulations. Please send some light my way as I figure out my way through these new changes. Absolutely, I'm sending some light there. I was just spending a little bit of time in that beautiful energy that is all around you. Um, and as you navigate through that, and I really feel like I've got to say to you, one moment at a time. One moment, taking one moment, one day at a time, the power of now, right? I feel like I've got to just kind of get you in there. And congratulations to you. We will all hold you, Katerina, in that beautiful light. Um, Joan, so many worries lately. Any messages? Joan, again, I get when things get a little bit difficult and we do have concerns and worry. I need to get you to really bring in that meditation. I'm pretty sure you know which one I'm talking about, Joan, where we surround ourselves and everyone around us in that white light and allowing that white light to hold us and navigate us through. I also feel, Joan, with these worries, I feel like them coming down. So I don't know if things are coming into that settling place, or if there's been less worry, but I feel like I've just got to say big breath in and let out. And I feel like that worry is coming down. I also feel, and I'm going to say this very lovingly, I also feel like there's been something added to the worry. So I don't know if your thoughts have been getting away from you, like, just been like worrying about things that we don't really want to worry about. Because I feel like I've got to like calm that worry down, bring yourself into that trust, bring yourself into asking spirit for help, surrounding yourself with your spirit guides and that energy. I feel like I've just got to hold you in that. Hope that makes sense there. That's what she said. Lana, does my mom have any advice on how to deal with my conundrum of a dad? Okay, let me have a little sip of my coffee here. The first thing that she says to me is he's doing the best from where he's standing. So I feel like I've just got to kind of, acknowledge that he's doing the best with what he knows, with the position that he's in, with where he's standing. I also feel that you're doing your best as well. And I have to acknowledge both parties doing their best there. I also feel that the guidance that is in front of you is leading the way. So I have to trust that guidance. I feel like, the relationship, the conundrum, I feel it sorting itself out. And I just feel like I've got to take my time. And I also feel that both of you are healing a lot of things in a very different way. I feel like you're both healing from a very different perspective and going through things in a very different way. And then one thing that I really and I'm seeing it now and I practice it myself, is you're journeying together side by side. And sometimes the distance may feel this way. I feel like you just got to remind yourself we're both on this journey side by side. I hope that that helps. I also feel a little bit of stubbornness from dad's energy. I feel like like this pull. I feel like this is just energetic. And I just have to say, allow, hold the space. He's doing the best that he can. And I feel like I just have to kind of whisper that to you. Hope that resonates there. Dee Dee, we look like twins. My high ponytail is my go-to. I'm trusting myself more, but still not so much with others. I'm sure that will come. So, Dee Dee, when it comes to trusting others, um, I always kind of lean into. I always ask Spirit to show me. That's my biggest thing. Show me what I need to see. If there's any red flags, I also make sure that I'm always in my own lane, and I always make sure people are in their own lane. I always remind myself too, especially with the learning. People, for the most part, are doing the best that they can, and they're learning their lessons too. And I'm always careful to stay out of the way of that. I will help them. I will from my own lane, but I also make sure that I'm out of the way with that. The other thing with trust is I will often ask myself, am I not trusting because of an old experience, or am I not trusting because spirit's giving me a gut feeling? Because quite often people are our biggest challenge, right? People are also our biggest teachers. So, with the learning, and I kind of lean into that, I always lean into where's the learning, what am I learning, and what are they learning? And I also am very cautious with involvement. Right. So, and that's a big thing. Sometimes we just get too involved, too in there when it's not our stuff. Past lessons with people, we have to make sure that we're not using our past lessons with too much of a guard, because we can be missing out on some really good people with good intentions, with good learning on things that we need to learn. So I just kind of ask myself, am I feeling this way because I need to step back, or am I feeling this way because of previous lessons? Right. And I always say to spirit, show me. And if spirit starts to show me, I listen. Hope that helps you there. Camilla, it makes sense to me. That's what she said. Smash that like button, you guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your likes and your support. Um, Shai says hi. She's busy today. Hi, Shai. Alina, Lana, can you speak a bit more about your mentorship program? So Alina, so my mentorship program, I run several. I do run groups from a beginner level to an introduction to spirituality all the way to master class. And it's a variety. So it depends on what you want to learn. Not everybody wants to do mediumship, but learning how to use your intuition, learning a little bit more about the spiritual journey. In my mentoring programs, I always post them on the website. I am not teaching anything as far as mentoring goes into the fall. I usually don't teach Zoom sessions over the fall or until the fall because people are off enjoying their summer. I do some local stuff and I always post everything on my website. So there is some local stuff coming up. It's not posted yet, but there's some fun stuff. I'm doing a healing with horses event in August. I've got probably some meditation stuff coming up. I'll probably do over the summer, but in the summer months, I don't do a lot of teaching just because people are busy, and I'm enjoying my downtime as well. But basically, all my programs are posted on the website. I also do one-on-one mentoring as well as spiritual guidance, and I have people from all different walks of life take my programs, and it's basically learning to trust. I've got doctors, lawyers, vets that just want to be able to tap into their intuition and to be able to grow that. And then I've got people who want to learn how to channel. So my workshops are custom to whatever the group needs. There is, a similar agenda on learning how to trust the spiritual way, learning how to channel angels and guides. So just keep an eye on the website, Alina. I would probably say maybe around August-ish. That's probably when I'll post the fall sessions. Um, Aaron, I'm getting a random strong smell of something like clove. I can't figure out what it's coming from. So clove, Aaron, when I lean into there, clove is often used as a cleansing. And so have you been working, Aaron, on cleansing um old thought patterns, cleansing spaces, cleansing energy. And cleansing can be like a healing energy. I feel like the clove is coming to you to help you shift. And it's really an interesting way of having that come in with the smell of clove. And I feel like there's been a lot of letting go. And I feel like that clove is helping you. You can buy clove as a spice and you can literally, keep a little piece in your pocket. Try working with it, Aaron. It's quite often spirit will bring us things into our awareness to help us with our spiritual growth and spiritual journey. And it does often change. I mean, for the longest time, I absolutely had to have a piece of amethyst on me at all times as I was learning to calm my energy, as I was learning to not have knee-jerk reactions. And when I was working on a lot of healing, I really needed to wear a selenite. I haven't worn a selenite necklace in a long time because I've done really well with doing that now naturally without necessarily having to wear it. But sometimes these things will come into our awareness as a help or as an aid to help navigate. And in whatever is coming to you, use that. It can be for our longest time. I was carrying an acorn, acorn in my pocket, just to help me with my manifesting, because acorns are a sign of abundance. So when I was working on manifesting, and whenever I struggled, I would just reach for my acorn. So with this clove connects to cleansing. So we've been working on cleansing and working on letting go. Grab yourself a piece of clove, or just tap into that smell and allow it to help you. There we go. Hope that resonates there. Um, Diane, does my cousin have a message for me? I keep seeing cardinals. I feel the message is very much hello. Hello from the other side. I feel it's an acknowledgement, it's a greeting. I really when we and I also feel that, and I just want to talk about this for a moment. When you see something that kind of gets your awareness, is that a loved one? And you feel them and you're just like, yeah, I think that's my cousin. I'm thinking about my dad, or I'm thinking about my mom when I see that. They're quite often they're coming in like that, and feel that as to what are they trying to say. And I feel with this, Diane, I feel like it's a great big greeting. Hello, I'm here. And quite often that is what spirit is coming in with I'm here. I'm not gone. I'm supporting of you. And I often say to people, when you're getting a spirit sign, Just pause for a moment. Has there been anything that you've been going through lately, or what are your thoughts? So if you've been worried and you get a sign from spirit, they want you to know they're helping you. If you've been struggling and you get a cardinal or a spirit sign, they're here with you, helping you, right? So quite often when we pause for a moment and we think, what have I been going through? Aha, they're here with me. I hope that resonates there. Yes, I definitely have those things I want to wear every other day. But that's fantastic. I love that, Erin. Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Would love to hear a message from my dad. Bonnie, as soon as I tapped in there, I started hearing like a marching drum, and I started feeling like I was marching, and then I started to feel like I was marching to my own beat, and I feel like he's supporting you into that. So I don't know if you've been kind of making changes on what you want to do, and he's supporting you in that. And I feel like it's I don't know if you need I don't know if you need the word permission, or he's giving you that permission to kind of do your own thing, going in your own way, going off in your own way. But he's also pushing you first. He's also pushing you to really embrace all of that. Yes, people need you and you support them, but you've got to continue with this first kind of space as well. Hope that resonates there. I have to let you guys go though very, very shortly. I'm going to grab another question or comment there. Diane, that's what I was thinking, feeling. She's wanting to say hello. I always say hi back. Thank you, Lana. Absolutely. And remember, when you're getting signs from spirit and you tap into that, you don't need a medium. You really don't. You can simply say, I feel my cousin in that. I feel my mom in that. And what do you feel they're saying? I feel they're just acknowledging me. I feel they're supporting me on that. I feel that. I feel that. All right, you guys, let us tap into what we need to hear for the next couple days. 691. Stay positive about your career and life purpose as optimism attracts business success. Absolutely. Absolutely. Optimism and it's not necessarily we gotta kind of there's a fine line between optimism and toxic positivity. But always kind of staying into, I'm going in the right direction, I am being guided, everything is working out for me is such a huge, huge energy. Uh Chaz, I didn't understand what you mean, but I will take it as positive. All right. What do we need here? What do we need to hear for the long weekend ahead of us? What do we need to hear? Giraffe. I do like giraffes. They're very magical. Um, Keep your head up. Have faith and trust your gut regarding the situation you're dealing with at present. You'll have to reach a bit, but you'll achieve your goal. Keep your eye on the possibilities that are just on the horizon. It's better to not act too hastily in situations. Spend some social time with friends and family. Make it a point to be a better listener and to be clear in your communications and professional and personal relationships. I love that. I love that so much. Oh, there's Kayla. Hi, Miss Kayla De Silva. Good morning, darling. I love your hair in the bun. You guys are so cute. All of you are so cute. Thank you for your time and energy today. I appreciate you in spirit. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am off to do some mentoring and some readings, and I've got a delicious day ahead of me. Um, the weekend feels very good. Explore peace. Explore that peace. Explore what brings you peace. Turn up the jam. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam on that. Find the excitement. Turn up the volume. I really, really, really want you guys to try that. I just turn it up, right? And turn up the music. Turn up the music of life. Turn it up and just enjoy. And I think that is something that we always need a reminder of. We always need that reminder of turning it up. Can't get too much joy or happiness, right? I love you all so much. See you on Monday, right? Or Wednesday. Um, I will post. I'm not quite sure what my Monday is going to bring. So I will post. I'm hoping to be here Monday. I'll put it on the community page on the YouTube channel. Um, if I'm not coming in on Monday, I'll do the energy update on Sunday. I will definitely give you guys an energy update. I won't let you go without. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and have a spirit guided weekend. Take care, you guys. Much love.